Michael Harris is the PC MPP for Kitchener-Conestoga. He and I are having a chat about a motion he put before the legislature today. So why don't you just tell us about it?
Well, look, technology is evolving the way consumers go about, booking a hotel room or choosing to go from A to B here in the city of Toronto. And so too should our laws evolve with that. And so today I tabled a motion calling on the provincial government to, move forward, creating a legislative framework to allow ride sharing throughout the entire province of Ontario.
So won't that be seen as a jurisdiction grab by the municipalities? Because, I mean, John Tory, who sat where you sat on Monday night and said, I agree with the technology. We need to have rules and regulations, particularly with UberX, which is unlicensed drivers. But he said the technology is going to be here. So he wants to deal with it in the city of Toronto. Have you heard from municipalities who are saying, get off our turf?
Well, look, that's exactly why the province needs to bring forward legislation to avoid this patchwork. I mean, I support John Tory's call. Consumers are driving this. Technology is evolving, and so should our laws. There's obviously a provincial component with regards to insurance, the Highway Traffic Act, and so instead of, these different scenarios where consumers may have it in one area and not another, it is the responsibility of the province to ensure the public safety of all Ontarians, and so that's why today I'm calling on the government to establish that baseline legislation to allow for ride sharing to exist across the entire province.
And do you think then the province should have baseline rules as far as safety, as far as licensing, insurance, age of cars, things like that? Those things that the municipality determines right now, should that be done by the province?
Well, look, there's a conversation that obviously all stakeholders will be a part of. The ride-sharing companies, the transportation network companies, they call themselves, like Uber, the municipalities, insurance folks. You know what? Province should provide a baseline, and obviously each municipality may differ in terms of some of the details in that. So,
with your concept, then it's not the province really setting up another bureaucracy to look at each driver and look at each vehicle and stuff like that. You're saying you want the province to legislate a minimum standard and then have the municipalities apply it?
Absolutely. And you know what? 22 U.S. states across the United States have done this already in the state. I know many cities have done so as well in the U.S., but states have done this. We should follow or adopt the same way and evolve like they have here in Ontario to allow consumers to continue to have that option, because they're the ones driving this. And so we as legislators need to evolve just like technology has.
Michael, does it make you wonder about the ability, as you say, of legislators to evolve when the fact that the technology has been there for years? It's in Toronto, has been in operation here for at least 2 or 3 years, and you're onto it now, but the government has been onto it. Other municipalities are starting to scratch their head and say, well, wait, maybe we should do something about this. Does it make you wonder where legislators are?
Well, look, I'm not saying this is one of the biggest issues that are being dealt with at Queen's Park. Clearly, there's a lot of financial, education, health issues. But this is a component that I think we have to adopt as legislators. You know what? Prosper and accept that we're in a free market here, evolve the way that technology has with our laws. We have to always be on the cutting edge of this, and so it's important that we do this right across the province.
Did you do this on your own? Does your leader know? Does Patrick Brown agree with this?
Well, look, Patrick is a young guy. He embraces technology. I know I have the support of my caucus in this call, but as a private member, I have the ability to table this, calling on the government to set up this.
I'm not suggesting you don't have the ability to do that. So then I just want one reaction from the government. Has Minister of Municipal Affairs or Transportation said anything to you?
Well,
Did they call across the House this morning and say, hey, what about this?
Yeah, well, I know they'll be being asked that probably right now after question period in the scrums, and so I look forward to hearing from the government, the Liberal government, as to whether they'll move forward with this. They did mention it in the budget, talking about a sharing economy, and so this fits in perfectly. Let's move forward with it.
Michael Harris, trendsetter, thanks for joining us today. Good to see you. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. MMVAs.